Howdy folks, this is the first startup of the Tormach 770 after the move. I got her in place. I do not have her leveled. As you can see, I still got wood down here. Just want to get her started up, get power to her, maybe let her run a warm-up cycle and see how she's doing. Then I'll work on getting her level and trammed in, all that good stuff. Let's see if we can remember how to start this bad boy. While we do that, I'm gonna have a frosty beverage. And she's alive. Little Ref Z. Ref Y, because it always works. Here's the one that's given me trouble before. Yep, Ref X, and I have no movement. It was doing this occasionally beforehand. Let's go ahead and feed hold that. There, hit stop. It's given me trouble before, like I was saying. Anyway, so we're gonna fiddle with that, find out what's going on, see if I can get it to move. Now we have air to the machine. Let's get Senior Fog Buster up here. Don't mind that, that's just stuff I just moved falling down. We're going to let the coolant blow through the lines. There we go, there's some coolant. I'm just running it over the table. That way we got some oil on it. So we got a bit of surface rust starting to pop up where that board wasn't. Because it's been really humid lately. Turn that off. Turn that off. All right. There we go. I still have no power draw bar. What have I done? I know why. I have to turn all the things on. I just, like I said, just got her set up. There it is. That looks good. All right, we'll leave that in there. Still want to figure out this X. Need a key. I want to see what the driver's doing in there, see if it's faulted out. A whole bunch of keys. I think one of those goes there. Nope. Nope. All right, we'll lock out the spindle. I keep all these keys together on the same key ring. That way I have to lock the spindle out to get in here. And we've got green lights on all the drivers. yeah, so let's see. You know what? I never marked these as to which one's which. But we will make sure all the connectors are tight. And we will hit this again. Oh, all I have done so far is jiggle some connectors. Shit. Yep. And we're going to have a bad day. All right. That's what I get for leaving my door open like that. Now, it's Ref X. Wrong keys here. We will shut that. Turn our spindle back on. There we go. Now that she has moved, we're refed everywhere. Let us pull up the warm-up file, if I can remember which one that is. There she is. How do you lose this? And 770 warm-up. All right. We're at 100s across the line. I have MO1 on for some reason. Woo! We'll give the coolant a good, we will give the lubricant handle a pull. And since it's been a while, we're going to hold. There we go. I like to keep my finger over the space bar because the space bar is a hotkey for the feed hold button, especially when it's been a while. This machine's now a year old. I received it middle of February of 18. It's now March. No, it's April. Dadgum, it's April. April 8th, according to my calendar clock. And we're gonna let her run a warm-up cycle here, because I cannot wait to get back to cutting chips. I've been out of service since November, maybe early December is when I finally packed her up, getting her ready to ship. We moved in January, and basically she's just been stored here since then, which has been no fun for me. And I haven't been able to get in here and do anything because I had no power. Finally got the power run. I have this on a dedicated circuit. The air compressor, although it is sitting right here, will be out back here before long, and I will plumb air lines through the entire, there we go, making sure she stopped and turned when she's supposed to. Yeah, I have air lines run throughout the building, down both walls. I'll have plug where I can quick connect in wherever I need it. What else have I got going on? That's pretty much it. I've been cleaning up in here. It's still a mess. It is just now an organized mess as opposed to a chaotic mess. Okay, there's still a little chaos, but what do you expect? This is just a boring warm-up routine. It runs to the table in a square, rectangle. Squares have equal sides. Don't mind me and my geometry today. This is the one from Saunders Machine Works. They wrote one up for their machines and were nice enough to share it on the NYCCNC website. So I purloined it. Have intentions to do what Aaron at DTTC channel on YouTube. He also has Facebook, and he has a Sile X7, and he wrote one using Fusion that runs an ellipse, and it has your Z dipping also. because although this one does cycle some, I'd like for it to run constantly. I do like the spindle speed changes that Saunders has built in, so we'll play with them. We might mix a little of both of them in together. But upcoming projects, I've got some air gun stuff. I have some stuff for the Tormach, some upgrades I have planned. What else have I got going on? I have like a whole list, and of course I don't have it in front of me because I'm trying to focus on this. I do have to do a little bit of work. I know the Z was jumping a little bit as I went up and down before I shut her down for the winter, before the move. So there's a little bit of stiction going on there, which tells me it's a little out of, the gibs are probably a bit loose. So, and of course, since I've moved it, I'm going to get this table cleaned up because that's on it. Wait, let me get my face in the zero. There you go. Yeah, that funk has got to go. We'll get her cleaned up good. We'll do a good routine maintenance on it because, like I said, it's been a year since I've had it. Ran good at the beginning. I gotta get the pallet system back on here. That's one thing I want to do. I want to put one of my 8x10 pallets for the MPS from Pearson on here, and I want to get it drilled out to accept the Saunders Machine Works vices, their modular vice system. I think would be a great matchup instead of having a big screw down vise on top of a pallet, because sometimes I like having a vise, but if I could have 3 or 4 of those on one pallet, clamp down a few parts and just let her run. I love the pallets for repetitive parts, but that's a new sound. Let's see what's going on in here. Not happy. Not happy at all with that sound. Let it run for a minute or two. And I'll bring y'all back in. We'll bump it up a bit here. Because I don't know if that's coming in over the mic or not, but we're going to have to break out the vibration analysis equipment and see what's going on, because I like to know. That will be able to tell me if it's bearings on the motor, pulley, or spindle bearings. Because it's so low amplitude right now, I can't tell anyway, just by feel, where it might be coming from. Very nice of Tormach to include a beer table.